Okay, so questions, please. You can direct your question to any one of the speakers.
Yeah, I think the presentation this morning are great. And since you talk about different topics, I think I can have a question for each one of you. From your practice and experience, do you think that plagiarism is a big problem in your experience, in your class, in your courses? And how do you solve it? How do you detect it? Okay, thank you.
Well, we can answer this question from two perspectives. Maybe Penny can add the comments from legal perspective. I can say only that according to traditional copyright regulation, we might brand entire generation of today's students as criminals, because they do this every day, then meshing, the harvesting the content on internet. You can see, if you remember that video on somebody videotaped the guy on a bus having argument with another guy. They call it what, uncle on bus uncle, something like that. So that's been meshed so many times. So other people have been adding up subtitles and some other audio files and other content. And so this characteristic for digital age, that people are merging existing content and creating new content. So that's why we need to think more about Creative Commons as a way to regulate this copyright today. And Creative Commons actually allows the author to license the content, to define how they want their content actually to be used by others. Plagiarism is another issue from copyright, and that issue is of do the students understand actually their responsibility to their assignments. And I kind of believe we create assignments for students that gives them a chance to plagiarize, the responsibility that they will. So we have to think a little bit more innovative to make assignments that actually prevent students from plagiarizing, while at the same time trying to educate them about issues such as ethical issues, ethical to take somebody's content now. So maybe Penny would like to.
I'd like to say that I think we should, as educators, sort of reinforce what Daniel said. We need to try to create ways to help them understand how not to plagiarize. Sometimes I think students legitimately do something that they think they're supposed to do. Well, I said it just like it was in the book, or that's exactly what you said, so I have it right. So we need to help them understand how to do quotations, how to cite references, and so on. And I think one way of helping students not plagiarize is to create assignments where we give feedback to work in progress, so that the end product is just too difficult to plagiarize, because you would have had to take in an end product and then make it really bad and start fixing it and then make it good if you took somebody else's end product and work backwards. So if we create a project where we give feedback to small chunks, then it's less likely that students will plagiarize if we're looking at essays and assignments and things.
The use of e-portfolio itself actually is a way to deal with plagiarism, because that if the student have to prepare a electronic portfolio to support their paper, so they are not just submitting their research paper. The research paper have to support it by electronic portfolio. The electronic portfolio actually included all the research materials they have looked into. So they have to annotate each of the bookmarks and also the library items that they have collected in their bibliography. And all these things actually is to deter them from plagiarizing. And actually one of the students' comment said that it's too easy to produce a paper of 3,000 words, but you have to produce a paper together with an electronic portfolio that actually the student have to put in his or her own effort in building up that portfolio. So in one way, that's why I developed the electronic portfolio and use it to support research. The aim is to deal with plagiarism issues.
In my study about the annotation, it's just one example of help the learners to set the conversation. Some example like a blog or the diary is also some kind of the self-communication, how to self-evaluate themselves. So this is important, like some terms, new terms, different from the interaction. I call the interaction. I mean, okay, when you look back, when you reflect, you will find something to improve yourself. Yeah, before, maybe I just say a long time ago, 1 day ago, or 1 week ago. So yeah, it's quite interesting to make some comparison. Reflection. Like annotation or to improve yourself. Yeah, it's different from the interaction, like a discussion board or like emails. Yeah, you will exchange ideas with others, but annotation diary is like a conversation with yourself. So this idea, I think, is quite worthwhile to investigate. But I think it is also important as interaction. I think interaction I just mentioned. Okay.
I think in the social networking environment, it's very easy to copy and paste for students. So the facilitator of the course play a very critical role to help students understand the copy and paste is not learning. The most important thing is search the information and understand, analyze, synthesize the information together to make their own content, not just copy and paste. Thank you.
For the student world, it is very easy. Some students may just copy something from the web. But what just Diane have said that we should divide the task into some small parts, and what the teachers are doing, they are going to do the projects and divide the activity into small parts. And you can see that just right now I have present in the presentation, there is some student commenting students' words. And some students actually point out that some of the words are directly copying from the web. And they said that you should at least acknowledge where is the sources or use your own word, and giving that kind of comments to the students. Yeah.